So here we are for round 7 Red Bull GRC here in Washington, D.C. We're over the hill halfway through the season. Really cool to be racing here in the nation's capital, and just a lot of history goes on here, so it's cool to have such a young sport here racing this weekend. Coming into this weekend, we've had a phenomenal season so far. Got on a little podium streak there and actually got our first win in Detroit. And now coming into DC, we're kind of going through a little bit of a growing pain situation. I feel like we had a lot of momentum early on in the season, but now just the sport of rallycross has kind of caught up with us.
Things didn't turn out so well for us so far today. We've been doing the same things we usually do. We focus on the driver, we've got good consistent lines, we do some tuning of the car, we put brand new tires on, we've done all these things, and we've not had the results that we usually do. So we're kind of searching here. Is there a problem with the car we don't know about? Is there an issue with the engine? Have we not properly encouraged our driver enough? It's kind of a mystery right now. So.
This is a cylinder leakage detector. You put a metered amount of air in the cylinder with the valves closed, and then you measure how much air leaks out. And you measure where it leaks out, whether it's going by the valves or the rings or a hole in the piston, stuff like that.
So the guys stayed up late last night making sure the car was just right, and we found that we were down a little bit on power. We did a compression check and a leak down check just to make sure that the car was where it should be, and it wasn't quite where it should be. So it was a little bit of a bummer going into today knowing we didn't have a 100% car, but hey, that's rallycross, and we'll get it fixed for the next one.
Rallycross and just racing in general is tough. There's so many variables, it's impossible to control for all those variables. So when you really get your head around how easy it is for things to go wrong, it makes those wins all the sweeter. In our case this weekend, our motor's a little weak, and that's what we got. And you got to keep your head up and try your best and race your tail off, and sometimes the race will come to you anyway.
All right, buddy, be ready. Do what you do.
We didn't quite have the result we wanted. It was coming through turn 8 and 9 there before the start-finish line, and just hit a big crease, and their tire came off the bead, and ran pretty much the whole race, or at least 6 of the laps with no right rear tire, and then the last 2 laps the left rear went flat. So it was I felt like I was in a Formula Drift event there for a little while, so it was pretty fun. But I mean, it is what it is. It's a bummer it had to end like this, but on to LA. I told you I was going to drive the wheels off of it.
You did. Literally drove the wheel right off the car.
Yeah. Big thanks to Traction Factory again for coming on board this weekend. They were our sponsor last weekend in Detroit, and stepped up again this weekend. Had a little bit different look on the car, so really excited to have them back on board this weekend. Huge thanks to all the guys for busting their butt all weekend, every weekend, getting this car as best as they possibly can. It's been great so far. We're really starting to get to know each other a little bit better, really starting to flow a lot. But man, what a weekend to learn from and to build on for the next one in LA.